Welcome back to another very exciting episode of Modern Motors. If you can tell from the thumbnail, we're here to buy a car, or potentially buy a car. I told you guys in the last video that if everything went well, we'd be out here. Hopefully we're buying a car soon.
No, hopefully.
Hopefully you guys will like it. Took Crystal some convincing to buy it, but she's convinced.
I'm not convinced.
She's not convinced, but I told her we're gonna do it anyways. But Teddy's with me. Say hi, Teddy.
We're in the jungle, dude.
Yeah, we are in the jungle. Well, this is the Alfa Romeo 4C. Ooh, this thing is. How are we gonna get under this?
So by looking at it, I mean, we need an upper control arm, we need sway bar link, we need an outer tie rod, and might as well replace the inner one. We need the steering knuckle, we need a brake line, might as well replace that lower ball joint. Well, get the whole arm, replace the lower ball joint. And it looks like this is the brake wear sensor we're gonna need. And then speed, and also the wheel speed sensor as well. It needs rims. Yeah.
You want to go back there?
Yeah, I mean, let's go around though. I don't want to step through that. Something told me to put my fucking sweatpants on. How do you pop the trunk in this though, Ricky?
Something inside right there. Cool.
Oh, right here.
You said it doesn't turn on from.
No, it's your to it though.
Okay.
And spun it. But
Do you have a booster right now? So we could just even just turn it over?
Dan's got one. Well, I don't have the keys. I have to go get the keys.
Oh, okay.
But well, that may be bent shitless.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Maybe.
That's fine. That's fine.
He didn't have it long.
Okay.
And I don't think he had an opportunity to put very many miles on it. And he didn't, like, he's not a race car driver.
Sure.
If I had it,
It would have been a different story.
it would have been to the track, and I would have gave it hell.
Have you guys had any offers on it? Anybody came seriously look at it? Not really.
I've had a couple serious offers. I got one guy from like Italy wants to send it back to Italy.
Yeah.
For real. Mechanic.
We came
We
together.
Came together to look at it.
I said, let's look at what purchasing for before I pull the trigger on it. And
Now, Peter brought some Texas brisket.
if you would have told me, I definitely would have brought you some.
I could have got a better deal. I don't know. I guess you didn't. So I could run over there and see if I can snag the keys.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, so we can at least just hear the engine turn over.
Oh, it'll spin. It just won't start.
Gotcha.
And I think, and you might know better than I do. I'm not really a mechanic. I can change spark plugs. That kind of stuff. But I think when it's been in some sort of a disabling accident, that something
It could,
will tell the computer not to start the car.
Condition, is it better than you expected?
Yeah, I mean, like looking at the whole car, the inside is not bad.
Okay.
Cause like, look at the inside.
Yeah, I saw the inside. It was pretty
Like
clean.
it's pretty much
dirty.
it's just dirty. Like literally, it's just dirty. You can tell it's just dirty.
Sorry guys, you're just kind of going along the journey with us. We're just peeking around. Okay, well, my camera overheated, so you got what you got. It probably really isn't that great of a video, to be honest. But I wanted to show you guys what we were doing because we're in the middle of doing it, and I have a tendency to like not post videos of things that I'm doing, and it's not very content creator of me. But anyways, boom, we got the title. We purchased it. Teddy, are you happy?
No.
More work for Teddy. We're all happy here. We got a really good deal on it. However, we're going to need to go back to put the knuckle and the control arms on so we can get it rolling so a tow truck can come pick it up. So we couldn't take it today, but we took the title and the keys. I don't know. What do you think?
I like it. The car's good. It's beautiful.
Teddy's turning into an alpha guy.
Yeah, the car's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. In pictures, it looked
A little wonky.
Yeah, because in my head, I was like, man, this car's gonna be busted. Oh, when we go see
really looks like it's just the suspension.
Yeah.
And I think all the paint work or the bodywork can be fixed.
Yeah.
I don't think anything is like too severe.
And it just, but in person, it really doesn't look that bad.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It's been sitting for for sure. It's been sitting for a really long time. I don't know why it's not turning on. We got it for such a good deal. We didn't want to fix it on camera.
Yeah.
We took the gamble and just said, hey, lowball the price, and we'll just figure it out once it's home.
Yeah.
Because even if the worst case scenario, the motor needs a rebuild, which I don't think it does, worst case scenario, at the price we got it at, it doesn't matter. So I've been toying with the idea of potentially giving a car away. We got this at such a great rate. I'll be honest, I'm not really like the biggest fan of the 4Cs. I want a 4C so I can kind of, play with it, drive it, get the experience, do a rebuild, bring it back to life. But I'm not really like sold on the car. So it's either going to one of two ways. Either I'm most likely going to trade it out for something else that I really want, or there's another reality where we can do a giveaway on the car. I don't know, you guys probably see on Instagram, like, for every $5 you spend, you get one entry. And I know, like, a lot of YouTubers do that, and that's really annoying, like, when people do that so many times. But we're a much smaller channel. It's more so, like, trying to give back to one of you guys, for you guys to have the opportunity to win it. Obviously, we can't give it away for free. We're not that big, but we're not making that type of money. We have to make some money back. But we played with the idea of, like, every $5 will get you an entry, and we'll give the car away to one of you guys. Because we're such a small channel, it most likely is going to go to one of my subscribers, which would be the whole intent. But yeah, I don't know. We have two options with it, but first things first, get it repaired, get it back up on the road, get it titled in my name, and at some point fly back there and pick it up.
Oh, are you waiting for me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm home. What do you think? Here's my key. Here's my Alpha 4C key. Wow. I feel like Thanos, another in the
Dude, what the heck?
I'm going to race the 4C against the C8 to see who's faster.
And the Julia.
And the Julia.
Someone has to drive the Julia.
Nah, that's okay. Let's forget about it. It's in the past.
It's not old
I'm a
news.
4C guy now. I don't do Julias. Yeah, I'll be honest. For a very expensive car, it's a pretty cheap key. Be honest with the Alpha.
Really like
I feel like every time I tell you guys what I pay, someone's like, I don't believe you. Or the second thing is like, well, I wouldn't have paid that much. I'm not going to tell you what I paid. You play in your mind with what you think I paid for the car. Just know it was really, really low.
It was a good deal.
It was a good deal.
It's always a good deal.
I'm always get good deals,
I
baby.
just don't believe you.
If you really want to know, you would DM me. I'll tell you what I paid for it.
Liar.
It's not a secret. It's not a secret. It's just like you get those haters out, because we get fans and haters that watch us.
Yeah.
And then you get those negative Nancy's. Well, I wouldn't have spent it. If that was my money. It's not your money. It's my money. But we got it. Already priced out all the suspension components. We're looking at $900. We do not have an ETA. I think on the lower control arm or the upper. I think it's the lower control arm. The upper control arm is $1,500. The lower and upper control arm together is $2,000. So it makes up majority of the cost. I think my total came out to $3,500 with the upper and lower. However, there is no ETA on the lower. So I'm gonna have to probably go to Alfa. I'm literally about to text Jason right now to see has the upper and lower in stock, and then everything else is like $900 for everything else. So I'm hoping. I don't know if it's upper and lower 1,000 a piece or upper and lower 1,000 together. If it's a piece, I'm looking close to $3,000. If it's together, I'm looking close to $2,000.
It's still not bad though.
In parts, no, it's not. Well, you got to consider I'm also guesstimating like $2,000 in paint work and repair, and then we have to still flush out all the fluids and get it out running and driving.
It's been sitting right.
Yeah, it's been sitting. Yeah, the oil wasn't. It looked. Yeah, didn't look the best. But again, because I was talking with Teddy in the car, I'm not the best on the run content creator. I'm trying to do better. I bought my glasses specifically for this. This is why I got them for Father's Day. And I didn't use them at all on the trip, so thanks for that.
Honey.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude.
We bought it specifically.
I was there.
You were literally wearing them,
I was
weren't you?
there. We're already almost finished with the deal. I said, Teddy, post. I was like, fuck, I feel bad if I didn't use it once.
Honey.
Sorry, dude. But I'm gonna try to do better. So I did get a clip of me looking at the car, like with Teddy on the glasses. I can't put that into a short, but once we finish rebuilding it, then I'll use that clip for a short. So it's like a long-term plan.
Did you record it all?
No, I recorded. Yeah,
Okay.
the problem is the thing overheated when we're out there.
Oh. Okay.
So I had to let it cool down. I'll be honest, because like the way that we pitched it, me and Teddy, I'll give you the whole rundown. If you're watching this far, I'm gonna give you the whole rundown. Me and Teddy kind of pitched it like, yo, we don't know what damage took place. We don't know how severe like the suspension and everything is. We don't know if we would pay your asking price if we knew the motor turned over. We don't know if the motor turned over. He's like, I swear it spins. Like, it was perfectly fine. I'm like, well, we don't. That's why we didn't want to get started in front of it. We're like, you know what? Where we're at, we're going to like, we're coming in super low. We pitched it like, we're basically buying it for parts. It's essentially the way that we pitched it.
You told him that?
It's essentially the way we pitched it, right? So we do this whole deal. We eat lunch with a guy. He's really nice. His name was Bob. He was a really nice guy.
You guys all went to Jersey Mike's?
Yeah, we all went to Jersey Mike's. He actually drove us to the bank. Took 20 minutes. So it took.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we were like an hour out. He took 20 minutes over our drive. We're driving us to the bank, and I bought him lunch. So we had a really good deal. But like, we kind of went in there. The way that we pitched it was like, we don't really know what we're getting ourselves into, or like what we're doing, and like we're taking a risk. And then we're eating lunch. I'm like, yeah, I run a YouTube channel. I work on all alphas. And he was like, you work on all alphas, huh? It's like, well, I've never worked on a.
You're such a liar.
I haven't worked on a 4C, so I'm not, So he was like, oh, okay, so you know a little bit what you're working with. I was like, I mean, no. Well, to be fair,
You fucking talk too much, man.
dude, Teddy. I think Teddy made us spend $1,000 more because Teddy was like, how are we supposed to make profit off this? I'm like, Teddy's. Again, maybe not the best video, but I figured I'd tell you guys we're buying a 4C. A next video for this car, and I know what you're thinking. Wow, YouTube really pays that much? Not really. I shouldn't be buying these cars. No, YouTube doesn't pay that much, but we get our cars at a really, really good deal where it just makes sense to buy all of them. Again, we have to buy all the parts, fly back, put all the parts on the car to get it rolling, so then we can get a tow truck to come pick it up. So this is not my last stop apparently in Atlanta, and I'm going to be back there.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, we could find some. So here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know much about the 4Cs, but the tub is all carbon fiber. So what we don't want to do is all the suspension components are completely busted. We don't want someone to just put it on a winch and yank it and then scratch. If this was like a regular chassis, like a regular car, like it wouldn't be that big of a deal. And if it had more protection, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But all of the panels are already off of the car because it looks like they were trying to do some inspection. And I don't want to yank it and just, and then there goes my carbon tub and damage and stuff like that. So I tell them about the giveaway a little bit.
Oh, you did?
A little bit.
Okay.
Here's the thing. We only got 15,000 subscribers. Like, ratios, because we're also going to spend for ads for people to see it. Logically, one of you guys are going to win it. Do I want to just sell it and like let it go back into the market? Or do I rather, one, it does well for my business because we make a lot of sales for our products and stuff like that. Two, you guys get to support us. And three, one of you guys gets to win it. So like and then obviously you guys get to win it with the low entry fee of like $5 for every entry. So it works out both ways if we do the car giveaway. However, I don't want to there's also a risk that we do this and then we don't get any support. And then we give away a car for
losers.
Then we give away a car, a very expensive car that's all repaired and probably has modifications on it for
nothing.
For half of what we would get on the street value.
Oh, embarrassing.
Yeah, that'd be embarrassing for us, really.
Yeah.
So, if you guys have an overwhelming response that you guys want us to do the giveaway, we don't lose either which way. Okay, if you're still here, thanks. I really want to trade the car in for a GTR. That's the goal here. Crystal has already approved it. Teddy says I should not do that. I don't really need another car, logically. I don't even drive the cars that I have. We literally have put 1,000 miles on the Julia in the last...
Oh, the Julia doesn't get driven.
I don't know how many, especially with the C8 out here. C8's gone.
Stays in the garage. To be fair, though, we have driven the Julia over the years. A ton.
Well, we used to drive it a lot.
Yeah.
The Stelvio, though, has been beaten through the ringer.
Stelvio's beat.
That Stelvio has...
Honestly, though, it's my favorite.
It's lived a full life with us. Yeah.
I take it everywhere. I don't even care. It's my favorite.
So we don't need another car. But I really want to add a GTR to my lineup. So
I would most likely be driving the GTR.
you can keep your C8.
Honey, you don't even drive the C8.
I'm gonna show you American power. What my Japanese power can do, baby.
You don't even drive the C8, baby.
I'm gonna launch it on you. You sit right there with the C8.
I'm a Stelvio. I'm a Julia girl. I'm a Corvette girl.
I'm gonna show you what all-wheel drive does, baby.
I'm gonna be a GTR girl.
We'll see how Japan does it. Or if you guys really like the 40, I can just keep it. Ugh. Ugh. Another Alfa. Huh? I know you guys would like me to get the Alphas. One of the biggest complaints when I bought the C8 was everyone was like on Instagram was like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna buy a 4C." I'm like, well, now I have one, guys. Okay, so here's your time to support, and if you don't, you'll understand why I got the.
Did it for you guys.
You'll understand why the GTR is here if you guys don't support it. This is really all on you guys. Well, this is one of the we're one of the smaller YouTubers where you can choose your own path.
The red pill and the blue pill.
Yeah, either this car just gets sold and I just pocket the change, or this gets traded for a GTR, or you guys can win it. I don't care. I really don't care.
I mean, a giveaway would be cool.
A giveaway would be cool. I think I'd rather.
I just doesn't want a free car.
So many people have because they saw the key. So many people have already messaged me on Instagram for it. I figured it would be. Okay, to be fair. The car giveaways are really annoying and like they kind of get like played out. It would be played out if it was like a bigger company and like the pool was a lot bigger, but it's a little bit more intimate with just my following. If there's only like 15,000 of you guys subscribe, and we had a good turnout and people came up and showed up, we would be happy with it. I'm not trying to make. To be fair, I'm not trying to make like a ton of money off this. I'm just making sure I don't lose money on it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Free car?
Free car. Everyone gets a free car? I don't know. You guys let me know. Choose your own path. And if not, I'll crash into a wall. I'll whistle and diesel it.
We're not gonna do that.
Get a hammer.
We're not doing that either.
So me and Teddy tried opening the the hood of the car. And I was like, I looked in ChatGPT, I'm like, hey, how do you open the hood of the car? It's like, this is an Alfa Romeo race car. It's bolted down. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit. All right, my bad.
So how do you open it?
I don't know. We'll find out when it gets here. We can only open the trunk with the lever.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my TED Talk today. We'll see you guys back in Atlanta when this comes back. We're still doing some. There's a lot of moving pieces today, guys. Okay, we haven't even finished the last filming of the C8 video. Filming, what was the next video? The full spend. We have a full exhaust over here. We haven't even.
Oh, we do. It's so nice.
I have literally. I feel like, well, you guys don't even watch C8 videos. I have taillights coming in. I have a whole bunch of parts coming in for the C8, and we haven't done anything. I'm about to upgrade the front bumper to the Z06 bumper, and I have a center exhaust that I want to do after the exhaust that I currently have. I have a lot of stuff for the C8, and then we have. I can't tell you what I have for the Giulia, but a lot of stuff is coming for the Giulia. And now we have this car, and we have the swap still working. So we have like...
And we have a GTR coming.
Potentially. Potentially. We have a lot. Yeah. We have a lot of things going in the works. So yeah, we're trying to take it slow. Slow and steady.
This doesn't feel slow.
Slow and steady wins the race, guys. Slow and steady wins the race.
Feels pretty fast.
Yeah, I've been in this game for a long time. Never owned a 4C. I feel like this is pretty slow. It's slow for me.
Well,
To be fair, in my youth, I was in a stage where I was buying cars pretty consistently. I feel like I've been pretty good with the Alfa. I haven't bought any cars for a really long time. I feel like I deserve to buy a car every once in a while.
Are you trying to gaslight me or?
No, the average. Correct me if I'm wrong, but last time I used to be a sales consultant, the average term that people held their cars were anywhere from 2.5 to 5 years, I think is the
Are you talking about the Giulia specifically?
No, people own their cars for 2.5 to 5 years. I feel like I've done really well and haven't bought any cars.
You just bought a C8.
Oh, I know, but that's because I've been good this whole time. I haven't bought a
And you just bought a 4C. We just bought the C8
I know,
months
but
ago.
I'm saying, but like, I have to go back to buying cars now because like I already passed the 2.5. Like I've been good.
It doesn't make sense.
Anyways, we bought a lot of cars.